Hello everyone, my name is Tony Lau and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will explain the danger of randomly putting mirrors and clocks around your house. It could bring a lot of trouble to your home if these items were incorrectly placed around your home. What to avoid and how to use them properly. When done correctly, it will provide great health benefit to your household. Before we begin, hit the like button for some good luck today. It will greatly help this channel with the YouTube algorithm. I just hit the like button and I'm full of energy already. I'm gonna go exercise after this video. Let's go for the common mistake with mirrors and clock. What not to do. The golden rule is to never place these items facing a door or entryway, unless you know what you're doing. Mirrors and clock have this trait where it absorb and bounce off certain benefit and harms in different sectors. So if you're not sure what you're doing, you could end up bouncing off negative energy all over your house, which could induce a series of unnecessary bad lucks for you or your family when done improperly. So be very careful with mirrors and clock. So how do we put mirrors and clock around your house? I know a lot of people like to decorate the home with mirrors and clocks. So a huge caution when trying to do this yourself. I always recommend getting professional advice when it comes to placing mirrors or different clocks around your home, since it can be tricky when trying to do it yourself. There's a serious thing that we check for when we recommend a mirror or clock in a certain setting. So let's go through mirrors first. There are mainly two types of mirrors, convex or concave. If it's flat, then we generally consider it to be a convex mirror. Convex is a mirror that reflects off energy, while concave absorbs energy. The most common one is the Bagua mirror. You can find these in any Asian gift store or Amazon. Links down below if you want to check them out. We generally use concave mirror to absorb energy from another area to fulfill any shortcoming. For example, if your home is missing a sector due to the odd shape of the design, you can use a concave mirror to capture the energy that was missing from that spot back into your home. As for the convex mirror, never put it against your permanent bad spot at home, also known as the 5 ghost spot. Every house has one. You may believe it will deflect the bad energy, but you're actually just spreading it across the home by bouncing it off to different parts of the home. Don't do that. Also, it's considered bad karma to point them toward your neighbor, since your intent is to absorb the energy for your own personal gain. The problem is that you don't know whether the energy absorbing is good or bad. What if you absorb a bunch of negative energy? So just don't do that in the first place. The only exception is that if your neighbor start pointing a mirror toward your home, then you can place a convex mirror to deflect their attempt. The reason I said mirrors is tricky because I once know a feng shui master that exclusively used mirror as a set item. It's fine and will work by bouncing off energy across your home. I think either he messed it up or the owner rearranged one of the mirror, which caused a chain reaction to spread a bunch of negative energy across the home through the multiple mirrors they placed. This is the danger of having multiple mirrors that reflect against each other around the home. So never try to combine mirrors in your own home, especially without a professional taking a look at your home first. So what about clocks? How do you place them? Because of how clock spins, they have a similar absorption effect as mirror. So avoid placing them against any entry area as well. Also in Chinese culture is a taboo to give each other clocks, as gift has the same sounding as someone passing away. So when you give a clock to another Chinese person, you're implying that you want them to pass away. Don't do that if you want to avoid insulting another Chinese person. So clocks are generally used for health benefit. I need to give a little background on how the fire element associated with our internal organ. This theory is still being practiced today by medical professionals in China, so I'm not making this up. First, we have fire, which associated with our heart, eye, and skin. Fire ignites earth, so represent our abs, our stomach, our intestine. Earth gives birth to metal, which represent our respiratory system, Metal generate water, which symbolize our kidney, our bladder. Finally, we have water that gives light to wood, which represent our liver and gallbladder. I remember I was prescribed some kidney and bladder medicine because they want to strengthen my liver. That's how the logic works. You use the element to strengthen each other. So if your heart is failing, maybe it's due to your liver failing. It's not cleaning out the poison from your body, which is the function of the liver. So I'm not a medical professional. This is the extent of my knowledge on 5 elements and your internal organs. Anyway, back to clock. Clocks have different elements associated with them. We can place them in different parts of the home to improve certain organs in our life. The most common clock is the wood element clock. Basically, any clock that is made from wood has green color or shaped like a rectangle is considered a wood element clock. By placing that on the south side of the home, it can absorb any excessive fire element, thus improving our heart, eyes, and skin. So you have those problems, try placing one in the south side of your home. Next, we have the metal element clock. They are clock with any round shape made from metal or have white, gold, or silver color. We can place them on the north side of the home to absorb any excessive water element, thus improving our kidney or bladder. Then we have the earth element clock. Now they're not the clock that is shaped like an actual earth. That will actually be considered a metal element clock. Earth element clocks are shaped square, made from stone, all have the brown or yellowish color to them. We can place them either at the west side or the northwest side of the home to absorb any excessive metal element, which can improve our respiratory system. So you have trouble like breathing and such, try placing an earth clock in this area. Then we have the water element clock, which can be clocked as shaped like a wavy, or ones that make from glass or chain, or have the blue or black or gray color to it. We can place them in the east or the southeast sector of the home. This will absorb any excessive wood element, thus improving our liver and gallbladder. Finally, we have the fire element clock, and I happen to have one right behind me. They have odd shapes made from plastic. They have either red, purple, or orange, or even glowing color. Is considered fire element clock. We can place them in the northeast or southwest sector of a home to absorb any excessive earth element, thus improving our abs, our stomach, or intestine. As you may have guessed, this is the southwest part of my home, and it's why I have this fire element clock here. So during my teenage year, I had some serious stomach and intestine issue. I couldn't shake those off, and I often end up in the emergency room a lot. I'll be having like ulcer on a regular basis. I think my health finally gradually improved after I put a fire clock in my home. Since then, I never had any serious stomach issue. So try it out if you have any routine complication with your health in terms of any of the organs I mentioned. Also, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Comment down below for any particular health issue that you want to target with the clocks. I can help troubleshoot any complication you have. I'll also post a link to some of the clocks I found down below, and also this clock if you want to check it out. And also check out these videos if you haven't seen them already. Next week, I'll be talking about feng shui and construction and how they could impact your life. It's actually a pretty serious threat to home and businesses. They could impact our business greatly. Until next time.